Life is just not easy for the woman when she hits a certain age. We're talking about women who've kind of had this high life and then they've stopped getting offers because maybe now she's hit like 38, 40. And then it's almost like they've kind of gone into this dark hole now. It's so toxic, it's like horrible.
Well, here's the thing. Most men don't feel sorry for those women, and I'll tell you why. The reason men don't feel sorry for them is because the experience that she begins to go through when she's older is the experience 90% of men go through every single day. The guy who works at the post office, the guy who helped you pack your bag, the guy who delivered your Amazon parcel, the guy in your class, the guy that you worked with, most guys are invisible. It is only the high value guys that catches women's attention, the guy who's tall, attractive, in shape, successful. So when women who have had that taste of the high life, have been that desirable, gotten all the attention, everything, they then get to a point where now they're being treated how most guys are treated. Guys don't feel sorry for them. A lot of guys feel that if you wanted to have a partner, have a family and settle down, you get to that point in life and you haven't done that, it's because you fucked up, because you definitely had an abundance of opportunity to do that. So it's very difficult for a lot of guys to have sympathy, because for a lot of guys it's like, this is how it's been for us since day one. And most of us don't even get to a point where we can attract a girl like you. You've been there, you've had the chance to get those guys, but because you decided to play around, maybe you didn't want it serious, and that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but you have to accept what comes with the path that you choose.
Number one, if she's broke or you ask her what her 5-year plan is and she doesn't have one, let her go. Waste of time. Number two, if she's extremely cocky and arrogant in her independence, or she's constantly tearing down other women, big character flaw. Internally happy people don't tear down other people. And if she's not internally happy, chances are she's going to depend on you to make her happy. It's going to fail. Number three, if she is argumentative or disrespectful to you at any point, let her go, because you can't re-respect somebody. And a woman who truly respects you will demonstrate a little bit of emotional control, and she will not disrespect you if she really cares about you. 4, and I might get some backlash for this, but that's okay. If she has an extreme amount of male friends, red flag. I don't even going to go into it. No. 1 or 2, okay, cool. But a large amount of male friends, men always around, she's too attention seeking. 5, if she's a woman that has ever abandoned you because of a disagreement, or if she runs away every time you guys fight, chances are she's probably going to run to go get attention from someone else because she can't handle not having that attention.
Basically, these are just red flags that women say, things women say that are a little bit on the toxic side. Number 1 is, I have options. Yes, there are women who actually say this. She has options, and you shouldn't want to be one of them. I just think if you're at a point where someone is telling you, I have options, the situation that you're in is probably toxic and not very healthy, so it's best to just remove yourself. Number 2 is, how much money do you make? You can tell when it's coming from a place of genuine curiosity, or, discussing careers and passions and things like that, versus I only will date you if you're making X amount of money, or I'm a gold digger type of vibe. And that one leads me into my next one here, and that is, I don't accept coffee dates. If we are judging someone so harshly on where they took us for the first date or how much it costs, you don't deserve to be there in the first place. And honestly, one of the most valuable things that you can give to another person, and I'm realizing this the older I get, is your time. So if someone doesn't appreciate that, see you later. Number 4 is, all my exes are crazy. That shows me that you have bad taste in men, first of all. Second of all, you were the common denominator in all of those relationships, so something's not adding up here. And my last one today is, I'm the prize. If you are talking to a girl and she has content on her social media, or she's commenting on videos all the time where women are acting like this, I think that in itself is a little bit of a red flag.
None of us in here can be considered traditional women. And back then, an average guy could get a traditional woman. And now what does he get? He gets a boss bitch, a boss babe, a girl that's been ran through. He gets an ex-hoe. He gets a born-again virgin. Like,
what do
this
I
is,
get?
as women, this is what do we get? We still get protection and provisioning.
Are you sure?
And the average salary, but here's the thing. The average salary could cover an apartment. But the thing is, like, women, we want this lifestyle that's not even realistic nowadays. Like, we want men that make more than we do, and we want them to pay all of the bills. But it's like, we all have our nails done. We have, we get our hair dyed. We have makeup. We have all of this stuff that costs money because we want this lifestyle. And I've had girls come on my show and I say, would you date an average guy for companionship, but you would have to go down in lifestyle? And they say, no, we're addicted to lifestyle.
I don't get jealous
I get uninterested. They could have you.
Not every man is meant to be your boyfriend. Just because he's a nice guy and he's a good guy doesn't mean that you need to force yourself in a situation where you're forcing yourself to be attracted to him. We find a good guy and we're like, oh my God, this must be the only good guy. I think he's disgusting and I never want to kiss him, but he should be my boyfriend because he's a really good guy. What in the are we talking about? That is a friend. If you value sexual chemistry, you should also be looking for that and a good guy.
If girls act like this with you, it's a sign to leave. Surprisingly, a lot of you are in this situation right now. Even if you aren't, it's still useful to know for later. Guys, if a girl is constantly arguing and always disrespecting you, you have to leave. Too many of you waste too much time sticking around when the end is inevitable. Don't try and talk your way into improving it. She already has no respect for you. Just move on and start fresh with someone new. Check my bio for help.
How to Speak Womanese, Part 27. Women only create rules for guys that they can replace easily. Do you think she's making rules for a famous athlete or rock star? Probably not. You need to establish yourself as someone who cannot be replaced easily. That's the only way she's gonna respect you.
I think ghosting someone is one of the most cowardly things a person can do. I think that not texting somebody when you don't want to see them anymore, texting, the like most distant form of speaking to somebody, to be like, even just to be like, hey, not gonna work for me, anything, to just straight up ignore someone, you're a coward if you do that. So like, if you've ghosted someone recently, get your shit together. And if you've been ghosted, fuck that person. We don't respect them.
You must have standards. Don't be the girl that doesn't. Hi ladies, I'm Sharissa, your friendly divine femininity and dating coach. And I'm here to remind you that you must have standards. Don't be this girl. I'll do anything you want, as long as you love me. I want to be with you, but I don't want to pay for nothing. Done. I'm not taking you out on no dates. And if we do go on a date, I'm not spending more than £20. I want you to cook, clean, and be ready for me whenever I need you to be ready. I can do that. I really can. And this week, we're into religion. Done. No more religion. We're fighting the power. Done. Thank you for the 10 years you gave me, but I just don't feel like this is working out. I need space. Making it easy for a man to get you doesn't make him respect you more, doesn't make him love you more. It just makes it easier for him to walk away from you. Don't be a slow learner. Link in bio.
Hey family, so listen, part 2 to what I said. It is so simplistic, but so profound. If your past was meant to be your present, they never would have been your past. Your past has been symbolized as a point in time, a point in your life that is no longer relevant, nor does it exist. So that's why when we revisit the past, it's a struggle to fit with our present because it was never meant for us to go back and dig the past up. So spinning the block, it's not just spinning the block, but you're spinning the block on those issues that hindered your life, those issues that hindered your self-esteem, those issues that hindered who you are as a person, those issues that hindered your progression and where you wanted to go and who you wanted to be. When you spin the block on a relationship that was never and not meant to be, you spin the block on issues that you no longer should be dealing with. So don't let the emotions of the holidays make you not only spin the block, but you spin the block on stuff that you shouldn't have to deal with anymore. You progress. You're older. You're wiser. You have more to accomplish. You have more to lose. This is real talk, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Love Coach Moment. Take care.
You know what really tickles my ick pickle? When my female friends say, so you're choosing your man over your friend. Sis, I'm choosing my man over everybody and everything every single time, with the exception of my children. But even that has its limits. And before you guys call me a pick-me, just hear me out, right? Dating is for marriage, and marriage is death does us part. What do I look like committing the rest of my life to somebody I'm not making my top priority? Your friends will leave you for life or their own love. Your children will grow up and move on. Your siblings get their own life. Your parents eventually die. A job will replace you, and you can't take nothing with you. So what? If not love, should the top priority be? And before you say, but you're not married yet, correct. And I'm never going to get there if I don't make my partner my priority, or you shouldn't be doing wife things without wife benefits. This isn't a job. Albeit work, you don't get to show up to your marriage interview with a resume compiled of all your previously failed attempts, okay? Love is only proven by consistently showing your commitment to it. And if you prioritize everybody or everything over your man, it ain't gonna happen for you, sis. And please, spare me the, you tried it before, look how your last ex did you. I don't care. I am going to give it my all every single time until I get it right, because my love is my priority and nobody gets to tell me otherwise. Like, what are y'all really out here doing? For real.
Hey, fellas, stop building women up just so they can leave you. Accept women for who they are, not what they could be. When you build a woman up, you ain't doing nothing but building her up for a man that's better than you. I'm going to give you two scenarios. One scenario is when I used to work with this one guy years ago. He was dealing with a woman. She didn't have her shit together. He put her through nursing school. She graduated with her bachelor's, got a good paying job, and guess what? She left his ass. The second scenario, one of my buddies, a guy that I used to do business with, he moved to Phoenix, Arizona, got his woman body done and everything. Soon as she got her body done, she left his ass. Women do not care about your sacrifice. They do not care about what you did for them. They only care about how they feel. A woman will never be loyal to you. A woman is only loyal to her emotions. When you get a woman at her lowest, she's not going to appreciate you at her highest. All she's going to do is leave you for a better option. Free game.
It's absolutely heart-wrenching when you're talking to your friend and all of a sudden you realize, ooh, this friend is not on my team. They're not rooting for me. They don't want what's best for me. There's gonna be that slight competition vibe that's always there, and you can't fully trust them. I feel like that's the worst feeling you could ever get.
Tell you something, if your friends start acting different when your nigga come around, you need to cut that bitch off. I will tell you to beat her ass right there and then, but I don't want y'all motherfuckers saying that I'm promoting violence and shit. Like, you know what the type of shit that I hate? I hate when a nigga come around, right, and a bitch wanna change her voice, her tone and shit, trying to talk all cute, you're trying to act all delicate, talking about like, oh my god, are you serious? Bitch, why you talking like that, bitch? Your voice is wild deep like.
Women who don't want to submit to a man because they're afraid of being controlled are the women who are controlling their man. And what they're really afraid of is losing that control. That's what submission is. It's surrendering control. Yielding to the leadership of your man does not mean blindly following orders and letting them boss you around. But the reason that women think that's what submission means is because that's how men have treated women in the past. But now women are the ones dominating their men and then complaining that they're not masculine enough. The minutia of it can be as mundane as my partner telling me, hey babe, can you pick up some eggs on your way from work? And submission would look like, yeah babe, what else would you like? What masculine women do is they challenge the leadership of their partner. Why do I have to do it? Why can't you do it? Or they criticize and challenge every decision they make. Masculine men will not put up with that type of behavior. Whether it's healthy masculinity or wounded masculinity, there's too much of the same energy going on. So if you want your man to be masculine, you have to be willing to drop that defensive masculine shield that pushes people away.
So I was just on a date with this guy and he was looking at me and he kind of smiled. And he said, I'm so glad you act cute, not cool. I said, what are you talking about? He said, nowadays girls are so aggressive. It's hard to flirt with them because they don't want to be cute. So I'm glad that you're cute, not cool. Which is crazy to me because I remember last year I was stuck in my masculine energy. And whenever we would be texting, it was going really well, but whenever we would hang out in person, he'd be really aggressive because I was being aggressive. If we're aggressive to men and not in a cute way, it's putting them into the masculine energy that's aggressive towards other men. Because men argue like that. Women are not supposed to. We are the ones who are supposed to use our feelings and emotions, and we're supposed to appreciate their feelings and emotions and let them explain their perspective. I personally feel like men don't get to explain their perspective anymore in society without people saying that they're mansplaining. If we're kind and gentle, they will be kind and gentle to us, but also masculine in a good way. It won't feel like a competition to them.
Now, the reason why I brought up suck your man up, gargle those nuts, have your eyelashes falling off, it's not just about lust, but men have needs, and we know their needs are met when they're taken care of. Feed him, feed his soul, love him, pour peace into him, encourage him. Babe, you smell good. You're the best man I ever had. Why am I saying that? Because I just watched a podcast of a girl saying, I love to snatch people's mans up. If I see their relationship and it's unhappy, I'm going to take him. If I see that man's over there, I love competition. There are women out here who will snatch your man up when they see him. So if you're over here putting him down, treating him like shit, belittling him, making your home hell, there's going to be a woman who's going to suck the heaven right into that motherfucker. So like I said, it might sound harsh, but I'm trying to help y'all. You guys hate me for saying this stuff, but there's women out here who will take your man. And if you're standing 10 toes down, it's not going to happen. But if you even have the slightest bit of bitchness, he'll leave you for somebody else.
I like when a man puts me in check. I said it. Grab me by my throat a little bit. Ask me who I'm talking to. I'm going to say I'm talking to you, but you better ask me who I'm talking to. Don't just let me talk to you in any type of way, because I will. Tell me to shut up and sit down. You better give me some food afterwards, because who is you talking to? But, like, tell me shut up and sit down. Like, I'm tripping. My fault, bad. I'm going to shut up and sit down.
I saw this post the other day where it said, you don't lose family and friends, you lose gaslighters, people who weren't loyal, people who didn't respect you, people who didn't respect your boundaries, and just a couple other things. For me, it meant that it doesn't matter who the fuck they are to you. If they're family, friends, whatever, don't think about it as, oh my God, I'm losing my family, my friends. No, they were gaslighters. They were disrespectful people. Who cares if they're family? They were disrespectful. And if you lose them, that's fine. That's even better for you.
The difference between a liar and a gaslighter is evidence. When you present a liar with evidence, they give up. When you present a gaslighter with evidence, they double down.
That open relationship shit is not gonna fly with me. It's not gonna fly with me. I don't know what is going on with y'all, and everybody's saying open relationship it saves y'all relationship, it gets y'all closer. Please, as a man, as if you dating me or as dating me, and if you are dating me, please don't bring that open relationship bullshit over here. Because if you feel like we need to have open relationships for us to work or for us to understand each other or whatever, then maybe we shouldn't have this relationship. Because I refuse, and I mean I refuse to share my man with anybody, a woman, another man, another third party. If you are not happy in this relationship with me, then you need to leave the relationship. Don't say I'm not happy, maybe we should consider an open relationship, it'll work. No, only thing an open relationship gonna do is damage the relationship you already trying to hold on strong to. So if it gets to a point where y'all like, you know what, we're not happy, maybe us letting in other third parties and have open is gonna help us, it's full of bullshit. Just because y'all see Will and Jada doing it, y'all clearly see that shit ain't work out for them. So I don't know what world y'all living in where y'all think having an open relationship or being in these